know that products change quite often. The environment that we're in right now, where interest rates are kind of now hovering back and forth. First-time homebuyer programs. What do you guys look at, and what's the most ideal? Is it still Chinoa, or are there any other first-time homebuyer programs, that may be nationwide, that folks need to be aware of?
So there are actually a few.
Okay.
I mean, obviously there's FHA,
Right.
first-time home buyers with as little as 3.5% down. But we also have
Right.
USDA. If it's considered a rural area, we can do 100% financing. Obviously, your VA is
Wow.
100% financing.
Right.
We do have the bond program that they
What
help
is
with up to $7,500 for the down payment that they would qualify for if they
what is it
qualify.
called again? The bond
The
program?
the bond program, yeah. Here would be the Florida bond program, and in Georgia will be the Georgia bond program. And they qualify up to 7,500 for their down payment. Now,
Okay.
all these down payment assistance and first time home buyers program, they look at three things, right? What we call the CIA,
All
which is
right.
credit, income, and assets. So
Credit
it's a
income
credit
assets.
application. I could take it over the phone with them, very easy, or I can send them a link, whichever way's best. Income, if they're W-2, last 2 years of pay stub, or last two W-2s and last two pay stubs, most recent.
Yeah.
And if they're assets, 2 months bank statements.
That's
If
it.
they're self-employed, we just need a 1099, 2 years in tax returns for the
Okay.
business and for personal, so we can average it out.
Okay.
But we do take a look at those three things: CIA,
So
credit, income, assets.
credit, income, assets. Now, what's the minimum credit score for the majority of these programs?
So for FHA, we can do that as low as 580 score. It just
Okay.
depends what's on the score, though, right? There's a lot
Right.
of things that are on the score. Like if they have over $2,000 in pending collections,
Yeah.
if they have medical collections, that's fine. We don't look at that. That could be
Right.
whatever. But if it's anything over $2,000 that's outstanding, they may have to pay that off or pay that down and get into a settlement, especially if it's mortgage or whatever the case may be. It shows like signs of hardship in the last 12 months.
Right.
That may be an issue, but we can take a look at that as well. But we can work with as low as 580. One of the really cool things that we do offer in New American Funding is the credit simulator. We're
Mm.
not a credit repair company. We don't charge anything, but we do have this really cool software that you put their credit on a simulator, and it'll
Okay.
tell us, what they need to do in order to get to the score that they want to get to, right? So if we're trying to get to 580 or a little bit higher, whatever the case may be, we can
Yeah.
always put them in a simulator. I'll send them a snapshot of what they need to do, and I'll CC the realtor so we're all on the same page. If
Yeah.
they do those items and they give us the letter that they did it, I'll
Mm.
send it over to our credit bureaus, and then ask for a rapid rescore within 3 to 5 business days. We'll do another credit update, and they'll do the rescore. And
And you
definitely
guys do this at no additional
no
cost. This is
cost.
just to help. Gustavo, that's
Yeah,
game changing, man.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I have a lot of folks that hit me up. Obviously as a real estate agent, I pride myself on being a one-stop shop. And so, I hear a lot of folks talk about this credit repair company. Usually it's some guy or gal on social media that's,
Mm-hmm.
very scammy. And so for me, I'm of the mindset, just try to
Yes.
do what you can do on your own. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Try to pull your own credit report and
Mm-hmm.
see what the big ticket items are, and let a lender
Mm-hmm.
tell you, okay, this is something you need to address, or don't worry about this. So I'm glad that you mentioned that. You
Mm-hmm.
guys really don't look at what they may have gotten a discount tire credit card 5 or 6 years ago. That may not be as important as the bill that they just got 12 months ago. Like, that's awesome. Like that's really, really helpful information for folks to know, because I think that's what keeps a lot of my clients out of the game, because they really think they can't do it. Are you a real estate agent looking to jumpstart your career? Join our online agent network and gain access to the support and resources you need to succeed. One of the most effective ways to attract clients in this industry is through social media. And I can tell you, in my entire time as a real estate professional, I have not knocked on one door, and yet I've still generated several $1 million worth of sales per year. And our team is here to help you do the same thing. Click the link in today's show notes today, or visit IamTheTribe.com to learn more about this amazing opportunity.